Today I wanted to talk to you about the little black bugs that can get under the leaves of any tree. And so I want you to look up, if you can, at how at the end of the leaves, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to pull one here. Right here. Do you see where it's actually wilting? It's actually turning into itself. And there's little bugs, if I could show you, there's little bugs all over in the back on the underside. So that's what we're going to talk about today, the little black bugs that are eating away your plant, and they can cause damage very, very fast. I don't know if you can tell very well, but the leaves are actually curling on the loquat tree. So basically they're starting to curl under, and if you look really closely, actually I think we could probably look right here. They're kind of white and then they become black. That's what you're looking for. Ugh, yuck. Something dropped on me. Anyway, we're looking for those little bugs, and I want to show you the viburnums on the other side that also had aphids last night, quite a bit of them, and what I'm doing to work on both of these. So this one is actually worse than the viburnums. I'm going to show you the viburnums on the other side of the house that the aphids actually attacked as well. I was able to work on these last night. Let's go over there so I can show you. These are the viburnums that I planted, if you could see. I have a row of them. And so when I came and looked at this 2 days ago, I actually had found the same little black bugs under these. So you are actually not going to see this, because yesterday I took a little paper towel with a little bit of soap and I started rubbing these, and actually it worked. So I'm going to show you what it looked like here yesterday. And that was about, I want to say it was about 7 o'clock at night. I came and I started brushing them wherever I would see. I also cut. So for example, if I saw one here, I would actually trim it. I just pinched it off. Any of the bad ones, I took them off and I threw them in the trash. I don't want it anywhere where it can infect another plant. And then I started checking them all. I also saw some ladybugs last night. So do you see one here? Oh yeah, the ladybugs. So the ladybugs are the natural predators. They are actually helping me to combat the aphids. They are good. And as a matter of fact, I learned recently that you can buy ladybugs. So if I really wanted to go a very natural and organic way to control aphids, I could invite a lot of ladybugs into my yard. Yep, so I thought I had gotten rid of most of them, but look here. Here we are. We've got some right there. So I am going to get rid of these. All right, so let's look at this one. The first tendency that I want to do is just cut it off. But also, remember, if you want to clean it, we just took our towel and I'm going to actually just wipe them off. And that is definitely the easiest way to get rid of them. Now, you could get some gloves, because as you can see, I got some crap on my hands. So you may not like this. I don't actually mind that much. But if it bothers you, you can get some gloves. And this ones that are so bad, you could still do that if you want to, if it's a nice big leaf. But if not, if it's little like this, I just go ahead and get rid of it altogether. So let's look at a bigger leaf if we can. Let me see if we can find one. Here's another example, but it's not that bad. Oh yeah, here it is. So again, I'm just, see if they're on here. It's just got a little bit of soap. And this is by far the easiest way and the fastest way, in my opinion, to get rid of them. And this is what I did last night and got rid of about 85, maybe 90% of them. So what you want to do though later is go ahead and rinse this off. You don't want to leave the soap on there. We will want to rinse this off, because this could wilt the plant and maybe even kill those leaf sets. But I'm just going to go check throughout the whole plant and keep doing that as best as I can everywhere. I keep checking. If I see ladybugs, I'm going to thank them, because they're doing the job to help me out. So you kind of want to check it several days in a row, and every week check your plants and make sure you don't have aphids, because we still have aphids here. So we've set up our ladder. We're going to get up there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some pruners, and we're going to prune off the worst parts of the tree.
On the bottom.
Wow, there's gonna have to be a lot of hard pruning. Shoot.
There's the ladybug.
Oh, can you move her in there with a... So we found ladybugs that are trying to help us. Where is she? There she is. Let's try to put her back. She's a predator, right? Thank you, ladybug. We appreciate your help.
Dude, there's a lot of ladybugs here, babe.
So this one right there, right here, right there. Can you cut that? Yeah. Yeah, it's very wilted. See, that's not gonna come back. So once a plant is like yellow and wilted like this, it's never gonna get healthy again. So you could just get rid of it. I'm not afraid to prune because this plant has already given us fruit earlier this year. So the fact that we're actually pruning is actually just going to possibly promote more growth and give it plenty of time for it to grow more fruit later in the year.
I don't know what the heck those are.
Oh, what are these? We better find out. Hold on.
They're eating those things though.
Oh. The best part of gardening is that you learn something new. These are actually larvae from the ladybugs, and they are also predators that help us get rid of the aphids. They can also get rid of other bugs like spider mites, etc. So you do want to keep them on site because they are helping us to combat this problem. There's a lot of curling of the leaves, and they're kind of stiff and drying. And see, a healthy leaf, you can tell right away the difference. This one's a healthy one. And this one right here looks so unhealthy. My awesome husband kept looking for the curly leaves and tried to prune them out because we knew they weren't going to do much better. So we just want to work on having the best leaves around and just taking the opportunity to trim this since we've got the ladder out, etc. We picked some peppers in the meantime. Here. The next thing that he's doing is now wiping off those leaves with the spider mites, and we're going to throw that rag away because it's probably going to be yucky. I don't want it inside. And so we're just cleaning up the best we can. See, look at that color of the leaves. There's some discoloration already, so when this is happening, I know they've been working on them way before we noticed. I can't believe we missed it. But it's been raining a lot, and we hadn't really been able to come out here. Yeah, there's some here still. And I'll hose it down with a very powerful nozzle to try to get many bugs out if I can. Okay, it looks better. We'll have to keep an eye on it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. There's the loquat tree. It looks like it's going to survive. This method actually worked a lot better than I thought. Both the loquat right here and the viburnum are doing much better today. So this method is probably the best, but you're very actively taking care of these bugs almost by hand, right? If you don't feel comfortable with that, try the sprayer. But if you do use the sprayer with the soap, make sure that you rinse it off, because last night I watched a video where the guy talked about how he killed some of his tomato plants or some of his pepper plants. I can't remember, but he was very upset about it. He had probably put too much soap to water ratio. You want to do like a few drops to like a gallon, a lot of water compared to the soap content. And then you also want to rinse it afterwards. Okay. So I think it kills them on contact is what I've heard. So then you could rinse them off. And then also, if you noticed, when I was actually putting the water, I kind of used power to try to get anything that was left behind gone. It looks shorter but healthier. Already it looks better. And so I'm already thinking that it's going to be a much better situation. The other things I could have gone to, if this hadn't worked so well, I would have tried diatomaceous earth. I think that's what it's called. And then also I would have tried neem oil. Those are two other options that I had. planned for, but this video didn't even get this far. Try this for sure. Make sure you rinse your plant, otherwise it might die, and I told you to make sure you to rinse it, so that's not going to be my fault. Just kidding. Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. I want to help you keep your plants safe and looking good because you work so hard. I mean, they're not cheap. You have to tend to them, and then if you get pesky pests, you want to be able to treat them correctly and fast because they can damage overnight sometimes. You know, bugs can kill and create problems very quickly. So I want you to prevent any of those situations. So make sure that you walk around your garden and give it a good look. Observe what's going on, what's new, what kind of bugs could possibly be working on your plants that are against you. All right, guys, take care and watch any of these other videos that I've got here for you to help you create bliss in your garden. See you next time.